Erin Beach. I am back again. We are in yet another lockdown. So I was asked by the wonderful ladies who work at the town office if I could fire up some videos again, just to kind of keep us all focused on our fitness and our nutrition a little bit, like what we can do within our control for the next 21 days. So in case you're new here, my name is Erin Beach. I am from Listowel. I am a personal trainer in the area. I work out of LiveFit, a gym here, a wonderful gym here in Listowel, and I teach classes through the town in Atwood. So anyways, right now, not so much obviously. So if you're new here, welcome. And I'm going to try to do one of these a week. And in every video, I talk a little bit about our mindset to do with our health and nutrition mostly. I talk about some nutrition and I talk about a workout. All right. So first today, I always start out with mindset. And so I was thinking about, what am I going to talk about? And what came to my head first was dwelling. And I was like, what is the definition of dwelling? And I actually looked it up because I thought, is that the right word that I want to use? And to dwell is to be stuck in a place, to stay in the same place for a while. And I thought, that actually kind of works because, I mean, we could say we're stuck in this pandemic because we have been for a long time, but we could also say if we're dwelling on the negative parts of a lockdown or of the pandemic even, I think a lot of people are dwelling and feeling a little stuck in the negative side of things. And I mean, trust me, I get it. It's hard to find the positives, right? The gym is where, I mean, I love the gym. So anyone who knows me knows how much I love to work out, and that is my passion. That's also where I work. So trust me when I say sometimes it's hard to see the silver linings in these things, but there always will be. So, I mean, just a couple of things, maybe, I don't know about you, but for me, because everyone's different, it's giving me time to slow down a bit. I'm getting to work on my sleep, a little bit more time with my family. So, because they're all home right now too. Well, 3 out of 4 of us are doing our work/school virtually. So, anyways, so let's just not dwell too much and try to find at least 1 or 2 silver linings that you can in your situation. Okay, I realize not everybody is going to be maybe gifted the gift of time like I am, but there's things we can see positively out of this, right? Nutrition. 3 things that I am going to deem somewhat of the easier things to control right now while we're here. Things that are within your control. So what I'm going to pick, I'm going to say water, greens, and vitamins. Okay, vitamins came to me the other day. My best friend and I were talking about this actually, about the amount of people that don't actually take vitamins. And it might seem like, what's the point? But like it could be because like you're like, oh, my diet isn't that great, so what's the point taking a vitamin? Or it could be, my diet's really great, so why take a vitamin? No matter which situation or which kind of side of things you fall into, vitamins are good for you, okay? Our food just doesn't have as big of nutrient content as it did, like, say, 100 years ago. So we do have to supplement a little bit with vitamins. So I recommend just getting a really good quality multivitamin because if you have to take multiple, I think that gets even more complex and harder for people to do. When we keep things simple, we have a bigger success rate, okay? So for me, whenever I'm mixing my smoothie is when I get my vitamins out. That my vitamins are right there in a cupboard that's right close to where I am when I'm mixing my smoothie. I have to stand there and wait for the blender anyways, so I grab up my vitamins. Okay, so that's just, I want to touch on vitamins quickly, the why. Greens, water, those are just a couple things I think that if you put a little bit of emphasis on and try to get more of both throughout your time, well, all of the time, really, let's just say all of the time, okay? Workout. 4 things that if you're someone who was used to working at the gym and now you're going, well, like, I only have these dumbbells that aren't normally what you would want to work with for your workout. So my top 4 things of what you can do to make sure you're getting the most out of your home workouts are making those home workouts a little bit harder. Number 1, and I'm going to say this is the most important, potentially for some people, is finding a community, finding a tribe that you can work with, talk to, work out with. And yes, right now I realize we can't do that in person, but you can do it virtually. It's not quite the same, but let me tell you, I have a great tribe and a great community. I'm going to get to that again a little bit later. So just find an online platform, whether it's someone who offers a bank of videos, someone who teaches online virtual live classes, me, with a whole bunch of other people in the same boat as you, looking for a good workout, efficient, effective, bam. Okay, that's number one. Number two, prioritize your compound movements. So even though your squat, your row, your lunge, your whatever are not going to be as heavy as what they were when you were at the gym, still prioritize those, because those are going to be your bigger bang for your buck movements when you're moving. Okay. Thirdly, add reps or add time. So if you're someone who's doing reps, add a couple more reps. If you're someone who's timing things and you're doing 30 seconds, shoot for 45. And then, next time or in a couple weeks, shoot for 60 seconds. Okay. So just kind of try to think about adding the reps or the time. And in the workout that I give, I'm going to give you guys examples of this. And number 4, slow things down, add some tempo. Okay. We sometimes, especially people who maybe if working out is not your favorite thing to do, you do it because you feel like you have to, you feel like you need to. We may try to speed through a workout and just get it done. Okay, cool. I'm all about like a nice high intensity workout where it's quick paced and your heart rate's up. Awesome. But if you're trying to kind of like work on some muscle gains and you're trying to work with one weight and you can't really add any weight because you're stuck at home, slow things down. So add a tempo, which means, you're counting down for 3, holding for 3, counting back up for 3, things like that. Okay. So really, and if you're not much for counting or that seems like too much for you, just really focus on the slow. Okay. We want to put those muscles much for counting or that seems like too much for you, just really focus on the slow. Okay. We want to put those muscles under tension for as long as we can. All right. So those are my top 4. So then I'm going to give you a little bit of a workout to try. It's just going to be basic, some 4 kind of compound movements that I've supersetted together. And I'm going to show you examples with those movements of how you can use those. Well, the one obviously is joining a community. I'm not going to demonstrate that, but I'm going to demonstrate kind of examples of the other ones. All right. So the very first little superset I've got, we've got a squat and we've got a row. Okay. So if you don't have weights in your house, find a laundry jug, a paint can, a water jug, something that you can utilize for at least the row, if not the squat. So you're going to do both of these movements, 10 to 12 reps each, 3 to 5 sets, okay? However many times you want to do it, okay? So the squat, I'm not going to add a weight for this because I'm going to pretend that maybe you are just someone who you're used to using weight, but now all you've got is body weight. So we're going to slow things right down. We're going to count 1, 2, 3 on the way down, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3 at the bottom, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3 on the way up. All right. The next one we've got is a row. So again, like I said, if all you've got is a paint jug or a laundry jug, paint can, use that. So with this one, I'm going to give you the rep range of 10 to 12. Okay. So if you're someone, again, who you don't have the opportunity to increase that weight, you're going to add reps. Okay. Because there's that range. So you're going to think about adding reps each time you do the workout to try to kind of overload yourself and get a little bit better each time. All right. So with that row, I've got a nice straight back. I'm hinged forward. I'm thinking about driving my elbow back to my hip and I'm squeezing my shoulder right at the top while going slow and controlled. Okay. The next one we've got is a split squat and push-ups. Okay. So with the split squat, I'm going to demonstrate just having a pause. Okay. So a split squat is a stationary lunge. You're going to have that nice lunge position. You're going to go down. You're going to pause for 2 at the bottom and you're going to go back up. You're going back down a good 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, back up. So that's another way when I talked about slowing things down, adding tempo, adding a pause. Okay. Then we've got push-ups. So this would be another example of if the rep range was 10 to 12, which again, this whole workout, everything is 10 to 12. You're going to think about each time you do it. So here's your push-ups. you're going to maybe add another rep or two. All right. And if you go over that suggested, like if I said 10 to 12, but 12 is not enough for you to really be feeling like you're getting the most out of it, then now you're doing 13. Now you're doing 14, 15. All right. Thank you for watching. And before I go, I'm just going to add in that right now, while we are on lockdown, I am currently doing Zooms, so virtual workouts where we do it live while I'm on the call with you. So I'm coaching you, guiding you, giving you tips on how to improve your movement, how to improve your form, how to make your weights work with what you've got at home. And it's about an hour in length, Mondays and Thursdays at 6:30. And I go over the workout, I warm you guys up, and I am there the entire time, like I said, coaching, cueing, guiding, encouraging, and then we stretch together. All right, so if you are interested in something like that, reach out. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and the ladies at the town also have my contact information, my email and whatnot. So I would love to have you join us. All right, take care.